Hello, this is Miho. How are you guys doing? I hope your mental and physical health are good and fit. So today I'm recording this from London in England. I just came back from the run, so I kind of look this and groggy, but continues. Today I'm gonna talk about this. Be authentic. Be yourself. You must have heard this over and over. And why you need to be authentic and you need to be who you really are. And the result is that you live in such a comfortable and easy place because that's who you are. That's like authentic you, like a true self. And a lot of people who hear this probably in a process of being yourself or being authentic or wonder what is yourself or what is authentic. So that's the place where you feel so comfortable, at ease and peaceful and harmonized with yourself. So outside world doesn't really bother you anymore to the point where what other people think and say don't have so much effect on you. So that's the place where you feel so free and more like a childish, and you like free spirit, like you can really do so much and explore yourself and find the potential yourself. You connect to the higher self and you can literally move so much forward in your life the way you want it and to become the best version of you. And you have less trouble and more luck and less problems, and you can easily solve the problems. Of course, your confidence level and self-esteem goes up, and you just literally love the life. You appreciate your life. You appreciate yourself too, and you appreciate others and what's happening around you, and you're more focused on the good things rather than the bad things, and that comes naturally. So your vision, your intentions are better. So it's all good stuff. Okay, here I am. I talk about this, but I was totally in the opposite. I was living in a dark, like very low frequency, very low energy, negative, and I didn't know who I was. I wasn't authentic at all. I was pretending to be somebody else, and my life was really dark and it wasn't going well. I was judged and criticized and being supervised so much that I was suffocating. I didn't like what I saw, what I had, and I just blamed on everything on everybody or everybody else, and just overall my life was not good at all, and I didn't see any light, so I didn't believe in myself, so my confidence was low, my self-esteem is low. Always thought about other people think of me in a negative way, or when I hear them talk, oh, they're talking about me in a negative way. So I was in this victim mode. So like how I jump from that negative to the light, that's your consciousness, that's your intentions, that's how you awaken yourself, and that's the courage to put one step forward. I think the third line is to be aware what's happening around you, because when you are in deep of the negative circle, you just don't know what's else out there, because that's what you see. You think it's norm. Everybody else does the same thing, so you just follow. But one time you look up and see oh my god, there are so much different world out there. It's so brighter, happier, joyful. Like, what is that? Right? I wanted to explore. It's so different. That's the start. And then when you start to be awakened and then try to go up, people around you will try to pull you down. You might have had this experience. And I had that done to me too. And because they pull you down out of fear, when you're in a low frequency, they support each other to feel comfortable, so they have something feel secure. So they're holding each other and be in a very negative world, right? But you feel comfortable because everybody else is there. So that's your security. And then one of you will try to go up, and all of a sudden the security get loosened. And they feel panicky, they feel like insecure. So they want you to come back into their, tightness of the block, or that, the togetherness, right? And so they don't want you to see the different world, because they're still asleep and they just want to stay there, right? So when you notice that, oh my gosh, there is another world out there and I want to explore, they really wanted to really see that different world, then you have to kind of push a little bit to keep going, because others start to pull you down just out of the fear. And when you have this living your own self and being authentic, that's where you feel really free. You feel so comfortable with yourself, and it's just overall, it's you. That's where you connect to the spirit more, and your luck gets much better. The miracle happens and things run so much better, and you'll be surrounded by the like-minded people, so that your life gets so much better. You're getting far away from those negative-minded people. So that's how I leaped from the negative to positive. And in the beginning, it was very confusing, it was nerve-wracking, and it was scary, because I was trying to put the foot out of where I used to be. And there's no one that I knew where I was going to head it. It was just my hunch or the gut feeling that I just wanted to get out of here, to be, who I am, to be best version of me. And you do a lot of you go through a lot of frustrations at first, but you try to calm yourself down, to ease yourself, relax, and you just be nothing. It's like a Zen world. You just empty your mind, and you just try to put your conscious level higher. Your focus is on happiness or joy or ease, peace, and harmonize, instead of being criticizing or judgmental, or the sadness, or those anger, frustration, those negative things. It's actually easier to focus on those when things happen, rather than focusing on something good. But you train yourself to focus on something good, so that you become the higher in a conscious level, and you see the world start to become different, because your perspective has changed. That's how you know you've shifted. And you get stronger in your heart, and you have more confidence. Like, you do have confidence in yourself. It's not something that you have to build from scratch. You have it inside. You've just forgotten about it. And you could, try to strengthen those confidence, doing something new, or something you do and you have the experience of, something I've done from my I never done it before, so I did it. That's the confidence you can build from time to time. And of course your self-esteem go up because you trust yourself more, and you trust your path, and you trust your feelings, because when you do operate from good conscious level, like happy, peace, harmonized, and joyful, and the things you attract is that's what you intentionally put it out there. It's more like when you think about negative thing, it goes around and it comes back negative things. But when you do the positive things like joyful happiness and peace, and it comes around and you have more of those experiences. It's the same idea. So where you focus, what your intentions are, so much important to build your conscious level higher. As you find yourself more and you become authentic self, because your alignment gets stronger to the middle of yourself. Whereas you're living in a low frequency level, you have so many emotions that are disturbing you, so you're getting far away from who you really are. So when your alignment gets to who you really are, that's where you feel so comfortable and like you're confident of who you really are, and you really wanted to explore you and to discover your potentials and what could you do. And of course you go through the failing or try and error, but you understand that's a part of the process. It's not like something you crush you down really heavily that you cannot retrieve yourself out of, or you put yourself down so much that you stay in low level of feelings of dwelling on it for years and years, right? So you shift your mind to focus on something good always. That becomes your norm. So that's what you really need to work on more, instead of focusing on the negative emotions. And you need to feel the freedom, more, it's like a childish like, and that's where it's supposed to be. Like you can create a lot of things. You're such a creative creature that it's in you. You just, there's so many layers of negative thoughts that it's just hiding. It's hidden that you just don't realize you have it already within you. So you just let those negative feelings go by doing nothing. Relax and make yourself ease and harmonized and empty mind. I do this by running. So running is one of my to-go things, to empty my mind, because I have so many cluttered thoughts constantly, because the way I was, brought up to the way I was working on the negative thoughts for years and years. So I have this tendency to do that. So for me, running is something that I keep my mind really empty and just relax, so that I get more ideas or I can solve more things, because I have emptied my mind. So you have different ways of doing that. You go out in the nature, you get so much nature power, and you might feel that, I'm just part of the nature, and that's how you empty your mind. And so you just need to ease yourself, and that's where things start to really roll, instead of really trying harder and harder, and more of the flow, like a water, and the things start to happen. So be yourself, be authentic. It's something that you really need to be. And that's where you feel so comfortable and at ease, and less problems, and you can solve problems much easier and faster. In your life in general, it gets so much better. The quality of life goes up, and you feel so much happier. So when you're happy, people around you get happier, and then so many people on this planet get happier. So it all comes down to your individuality's comfortable zone. yourself, be authentic is something that everybody needs. Okay, so something to think about, and have a great day. Okay, bye bye. See you in the next video.